Good evening, everyone. My name is Edgar, and this is Mystcon. Guys, we have a real special treat for you this week. One of our longtime listeners and subscribers has done a reading of one of their original stories, and after giving it a little listen to, we knew instantly it was Mystcon material. And the story was submitted by Crowley69. And he gave us a link to leave you guys below so you can learn more about him. So without further ado, here is The Townspeople Zombies, Part 1.
Humans are supposed to be colonizing other planets, exploring the oceans. But we are now an endangered species. Our biggest achievement will be to stop our fading into the sunset. Scientists brought about this decay while looking for ways to extend life, unlocking genetic code and revealing all the switches that make us tick. It's been years, and time has stopped on the world humans knew. Now, it's survival. They used to say every day is a blessing. Well, that's never been truer. In the first days, we escaped the cities. The crowds dwindled into groups as the zombies came for us. Only the lucky made it out, into the forest to hide and find some safety. Now we live in the woods, picking through garbage, making things from scraps, building shelters with bare hands and hiding. The once great humans are now the hunted. What hunts us? Our inner demons immortalized, our sins incarnate, our greatest fears that growl, scrape, and scream, longing to rip us to pieces. They call them zombies, but the reality is much worse than the word. Imagine people, but not really people, coming to kill you, eat you. But they don't look like monsters. They look like your old neighbors. They are hungry, incoherent, and uncaring to the human condition. They feel no pain, no fear, no guilt, no shame. They are the worst and best part of humanity in one. They are the hunger to consume, the drive to get what they want at any cost. They are desire. We call them the herd. They are not the living dead. They are a new species. They are a hive, one-minded machines. We are human. We will not lay down and die. I think of my family and friends and all we have lost. Then I think of all we have accomplished before and after this. For that we fight. We have the chance to make a difference, to rebuild, and to do it right this time. Anyone that can hear this message, band together. Forget the things we fought about in the past. The past is dead. We will look forward. Come to Twin Scythe. Follow the signal strength. My life is a Boy Scout manual these days. I started writing this journal because one day we may want accounts of what happened, but mostly it keeps me from breaking. I need these book of empty pages. I talk to it like it cares about my problems. I'll record what I learn and things I've done. One day someone will find this jumbled mess of thoughts useful, or at least entertaining. For now, though, it's the only comfort I have. I will hold no pretense here. I have no secrets. The work is therapeutic and moves the day along. You can't sit and sulk. Teeth on your ass is a great motivator. Wake up, go find food, check the area for threats, reinforce the camp, or pack up and move on if need be. Close to a water source. Being sure to boil any water before drinking, if not bottled, before the fall. Each week the search for supplies consumes me. I was not prepared at the end of the world. Getting out of the city was such a nightmarish blur that I don't recall it at all. But I know I lost my family, my sisters to those things. In the human sophistication, most of us forgot how to make the things we need. Finding books have helped me learn the lost art of making my own tools, how to prepare food from raw ingredients, how to make or repair weapons, and create first aid. I could never make a true camp without the ability to grow and store my own food. Gardening, or learning what you can eat from the earth, is key. Hunting is useful, but it takes a lot of effort. And when you spill blood, be careful. Like sharks long starved, if they can smell the blood, they will come for you. I eat meat when I can, but I'm what I refuse to become in the old world. A vegetarian. Maybe soon I can figure out how to make a pizza from scratch. I found myself in an old house as night fell once in the early days. The herd had swarmed the house, busting through windows and doors and forcing me into the upper parts of the dwelling. As I ran, I found the opening to the attic. I raced up the ladder while two of the herd lurched up the stairs like electric chair survivors. They moved quick, but with purpose. Jerky like birds, how hydraulic machines moved suddenly in small bursts, twitching and jerking as they plowed forward, crashing into the far walls. I shoved the large trunk over the attic entrance and started looking for an escape. I could hear the herd crashing and tearing down the walls. One of them climbed the ladder and started breaking through the barricade. Wrapping some old shreds of cloth around my arm, I smashed through the window and jumped to a pile of chopped stacked wood below. As I leapt off the wood stack, I planted my axe in the head of some rotten-smelling girl as she clawed, losing it in the process. I bolted across the yard. I was so scared, the smell of death permeating my nostrils as the herd loomed. My muscles burned as I ran. It felt like my lungs would melt under the stress. I would die in the woods, so thirsty, alone, desperate. They came from the woods to block me. I fell to the ground to stop myself quick enough. The ones from behind me advanced, and all I could think of is how I'd die with this horrible death and vomit smell seeping into my soul. If there was a God, he was really pissed at us. No doubt I was about to find out. As I scanned the scene before me looking for options and crouching perfectly still, a scream somewhere between shattered souls and a young female ripped my focus. Then several gunshots. The herd broke stride and snapped to the noise like a robot that received a new command. I had never seen them act so organized. The thought gave me chills. I held completely still as they ran off towards the shouting and gunfire. Once far enough away, I took the moment to selfishly escape into the opposite direction of the sound. One caught wind of me and followed. The herd is fast, but so am I. After getting some distance by weaving through trees, I hid behind a large tree and waited for sound. The lone creature had seemed to slow also, sniffing the air periodically, switching from walking prone to crawling more like a monkey. I climbed the tree waiting for him to sniff me out, sure to stay quiet. My heart sank as I listened to those people getting overrun. The next 5 minutes gave way to sporadic gunfire and shrieks of fear and pain. Then the sound of a mass of bodies slick with liquids and fat squishing back and forth as they moaned and snarled. Then me, sobbing into my arms as quietly as possible. This is my life. This is what I have. This is my future.
Alright guys, that just about does it for this week's episode. I hope you're enjoying this story. I really appreciate the detailed descriptions and the attention to detail. So what do you guys think? Please leave a comment below. Be sure to tune in because we do have more parts to this story and you won't want to miss it. So, on that note, my name is Edgar, and this is Mystcon. Have a creepy day.